Let's speak now to Javier Farje in London. He's a journalist as well as an analyst on Latin America. Javier, good to have you on the show. Like Manuel said in the news story, I mean, polls have consistently given Petro the lead, but they also suggest that he's going to struggle to reach that all-important 50% that he needs to win outright. I mean, this could very well go into a runoff.
Indeed, it's almost sure that it's going to go to a runoff. It's almost impossible for him to reach the 50% plus one of the votes that he requires to win in the first round. Although you never know, but it's very difficult because the other two candidates have more or less together around 40% of the votes, according to the latest opinion polls. It's going to be important for him after he's won, because he's almost sure that he's going to win the majority of votes, although he's not going to win an overall majority, to establish alliances, as your reporter said, with smaller political parties. At the same time, we have to understand that what Mr. Petro's success has a lot to do with, as your reporter said, that people are fed up with the situation in Colombia. But at the same time, young people feel attracted to the speech that Mr. Petro has been delivering. Around 10 million out of the 39 million people who are eligible to vote in Colombia are young people between the ages of 18 and 28. And the majority of these people, around 52 to 53%, according to reliable opinion polls, would vote for him. This is going to be crucial. It's going to be crucial. And at the same time, the other candidate, Federico Gutiérrez, he's linked Uribe, former President Álvaro Uribe, who's dominated Colombian politics in the last 20 years. And he's seen as an Uribe sort of a stooge, if you like. And he wants to shape that image, but he has to be able to do that. Mr. Rodolfo Hernández, the businessman, he's seen as like a Trump-like figure. So Mr. Petro appeals to the younger people, but also appeals to the need and to the desire that many Colombians have to have a real change in Colombia. The first time a left-wing president could be elected in the country in South America.
I want to ask you exactly on that point. I mean, a Petro victory would be unusual for Colombia because it has never really had a socialist government.
Absolutely, absolutely. The thing is that Mr. Petro, unlike, for example, President Maduro in Venezuela or former President Correa in Ecuador or former President Evo Morales in Colombia, is not what some people perceive as populist. He's a very pragmatic left-winger. He's talked about balance the fiscal deficit with the IMF, for example. He's talking about, but at the same time, he wants social changes like free education, like free health service. He wants to swap, as the report suggested when he was giving the speech in the report that you broadcast at the beginning of this program, that he was talking about moving from extraction economy to productive economy. So he's a mix of market economics, but the social content. But at the same time, he appeals to the need to end violence. We mustn't forget, violence has not finished in Colombia, and they hope that he will be able to stop this, because there's been a great deal of violence during this campaign by the so-called National Liberation Army, which is this guerrilla that refuses to negotiate with the government. I'll call the Cartel of the Golfo, which is this big drug trafficker sort of group, gang, which has been exercising violence during this time. So that's going to be crucial in the way he's going to tackle these basic problems in Colombia at the moment.
Javier, thank you very much for shedding some light on these important elections. Javier Farje, live for us from London. Thank you.